Building an e-commerce brand from the ground up, it's a grind, right? It can take months, sometimes even years of just relentless work. But what if you could compress that entire timeline? Today, we're diving into a really cool experiment to answer one big question. Can a set of AI tools help you build a profitable online store from absolute scratch in just 1 month? So let's just put the question right out there for you. Is it actually possible to use AI to not just speed things up, but to get your first sale and actually turn a profit in a time frame that would have been, well, kind of laughable just a few years ago? Okay, so here's the playbook we're going to walk through. It's a 5-phase journey. First, we'll set the AI challenge. Then we'll get into the fun part, finding your product and brand. After that, building out your storefront, like instantly. Then we get to the real stuff, hitting that inevitable roadblock every single founder faces. And finally, how to push through that to get to your first sale and beyond. The goal here, it's simple, but man, is it ambitious. We're talking about going from zero, nothing, to a fully functioning store with real paying customers in just 30 days. And our secret weapon to make this happen? A hand-picked set of AI tools designed to turbocharge every single step. Now, this isn't just some random list of software. No. Think of this as your new AI-powered startup team. You've got ChatGPT for brainstorming, CapCut for making killer video ads, OmniSend to handle your email marketing. Every single tool here has a very specific and crucial job to do. All right, let's dive into phase 1. This is the foundation, right? You can't have a great store without a great product and a brand that people connect with. We're about to see how AI can take what used to be weeks of painful research and turn it into a super focused creative sprint. And here is the first and maybe most important piece of advice for you. Start with what you know. Seriously, the founder in this experiment loved 2 things: comfortable clothing and golf. By combining those, you instantly have an edge. You understand the customer because, well, you are the customer. AI can't give you that. It can only help you find the opportunities inside that passion. Okay, this is a total pro move. You don't just go to an AI and say, hey, give me a brand name. That's how you get boring, generic junk. Instead, you use what's called a mega prompt. You're basically giving the AI a job description. You tell it to act like a senior brand strategist, give it a bunch of rules, and tell it what not to do. That's how you get expert-level results. And just look at the difference this makes. It's night and day. A simple prompt gets you names you'll forget in 5 seconds. A mega prompt? That gets you something like Coursera. It sounds premium, it's flexible, and most importantly, it's actually available. This is the jump from playing around to building a real brand. This is where it just gets kind of crazy. Think about it. 6 hours of you or me messing around in Canva, trying to get a logo to look right, versus just over 1 minute for an AI to spit out 4 professional-grade options. This isn't just about saving time. It's about spending your energy on what really matters, strategy, instead of getting bogged down in busy work. Okay, phase 2. And this is where we tackle one of the biggest headaches for any new store, creating all those professional product photos and writing descriptions that actually sell. Let's see how AI just completely blows up the old way of doing things. So check this out. This process is an absolute game changer. You find a vibe you like on Pinterest, you get ChatGPT to describe that image in super detailed computer language. You feed that into an image generator to create a totally new background, and then another AI tool just seamlessly drops your product right into that scene. And boom, no cameras, no models, no photo shoots. Wild. And the impact of this is it's a massive competitive advantage. What normally takes, 3 weeks on the fast end, maybe 2 months, ordering samples, booking photographers, editing, all of that is now crushed down into a single afternoon, 4 hours. This quote from the entrepreneur who did this just says it all, doesn't it? The power to go from an idea to having a full set of market-ready photos in a few hours instead of a few months, that lets you move at a speed that your competition just can't keep up with. All right, now for what I think is the most critical part of this whole journey, because it's never, ever a straight line to success. The store is built, the ads are live, everything's looking good, and then bam, you hit a wall. And let me tell you, this moment right here is what decides if a new business makes it or not. And for a second there, it feels like you've completely cracked the code. The first ads go live, and just 1 hour later, you hear it. That beautiful Shopify ka-ching sound. The first sale. It's this incredible feeling of validation. It works. People want this. But yeah,
That feeling of pure excitement, it doesn't last long. This is that classic turning point where the initial high just comes crashing into the cold, hard reality of what it takes to build a business.
And there it is, the dreaded notification. Account banned. This is a total nightmare scenario for any new store owner, and it happens all the time. Everything just grinds to a halt. It's frustrating, it's demoralizing, and it feels completely out of your hands. But listen, this right here, this is the whole lesson. This is the moment where most people give up. They throw their hands up and say, well, I tried. But the real value, the thing that will make you successful, isn't created when things are easy. It's unlocked when you have the grit to push through this exact moment. You have to see this not as a dead end, but as the real test. So, what happens next? What does it look like when you decide not to quit, when you decide to push through that wall? Let's look at the actual steps taken and the results they created, because this is where a cool idea becomes a real business. And this is exactly what you should do in that situation. You don't just sit around and wait. While you're fighting to get the ad account back, you get busy building other parts of the business. You set up your email marketing, that's an asset you'll own forever. You get new ad creatives ready to go. You turn that frustrating downtime into productive time. And the payoff for that persistence? Well, here it is. Once the ads were finally back on, the store did over $2,300 in sales in just 5 days. And on its best day, it cleared $300 in pure profit. This is the proof. The model works, and pushing through that obstacle was absolutely worth it. So this brings us all the way back to our first question. Can AI help you build a profitable store fast? And the answer is a resounding yes. It can. AI gives you all the assets, the brand, the amazing photos, the ads, but you have to provide the one thing it can't, the human persistence to see it all the way through. And really, that's the ultimate question, isn't it? And it's a question for you. The tools are here. They are more powerful than we could have ever imagined. They give you the speed to get to the starting line faster than anyone in history. But the race is won in those tough moments when you really want to quit. So, do you have the resolve to push past your first roadblock?